Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Sagittarius reading on May the 31st. This is a blue moon, the second full moon in the month of May. They're fairly rare. Every 2 or 3 years we have one. And this is also a micro moon because in Sagittarius, the moon is the furthest distance from our planet Earth. It appears much smaller than it quite often does. So this is about, because of Sagittarius, about freedom, about truth, and what we've been processing since the last full moon on the 1st of May is, and that was energy that had been hidden and that we were digging for. We were allowing to emerge in our lives. We now are achieving a maximum visibility. For many of us, this is a truth we barely understand, but we can feel it. And for you, Leo, you are feeling this energy in your creative home, your activities that are creative, procreative, or recreative, having fun with friends, having children, being a guide to children, being a child yourself. There are a lot of ways that you are creating pleasurably with others as a form of recreation, as a form of relaxation, but also an exercise in dreaming and manifesting something that you desire, quite specifically a change here. So we're starting with the energy archaeology, and I pulled for you the card giving. You're here to give something unique to the world, but energy you give flows through the same channels and pathways as every other person. To overflow your energy into the world because you're proud of who you are. To channel your powers into your gifts. To love and love until you become love, and giving makes way to being, to feel pleasure in the very essence of being a human who can transform this world. You have innate talents, gifts, abilities, and genius to bring to this world in the only way you can. When you restrict your talents, hold tightly to them, or control the ways you let others see them, you dishonor yourself and those around you. The same is true when you give from a depleted state or out of coercion, guilt, or shame. The way you give of your gifts is what will spark change, ignite revolutions, and create space for everyone to flow their gifts in the same way, from a place of worthiness, with pride, powerfully, lovingly, and pleasurably. So I think this is interesting that change is sparked through this offering that you have to the world, to your community, to your family. And in the case of family members, particularly being a parent or even a sibling or a child, how when we give of ourselves, it improves or it changes others as we change, as we take greater and greater pride in who we are, accepting who we are, knowing that we're proud of our accomplishment or even our effort, how that changes things around us. I think this is important to contemplate, as many of us spend an inordinate amount of time really being with self, being in the body, embodying our experiences, learning to listen to ourselves, to pursue our potential, to follow our dreams, how the changes we make, as subtle as they may appear to be on the outside, dramatically impact our loved ones and the people that come into contact with us. So you're modeling something that others, change is something we all experience. When we grab that opportunity to make a change, to do something, This is a positive way of channeling the energy that is constantly available to us, an energy that for many of us feels like devastation. If only things could stay still or stay the same. Well, that is not the human condition. We continue to age and grow, and that is not the way of the world, by corollary. So, for your present energy, Leo, we have the Three of Swords. And this is talking a lot about giving in a way that perhaps had become routine or had become a norm for you in your life, in which you gave from a place of obligation, as transactional giving to receive something back. And you've come to recognize those patterns in yourself. You've come to take responsibility for the ways that you gave. Such a natural quality for a Leo, the sign of generosity by all measures. And yet you parsoned out that love, that attention in ways that were not coming from a place of pride. Sometimes they came from a place of dependency, hoping that you would receive the love back that you were giving. So this is part of what I think you are uh, experiencing as you open up to this sense of your own talents and qualities that deserve development, growth, exposure in the world. You're going to meet with all kinds of reactions, but if you're coming from a place of your own pride, your own acceptance, you're surrendering to what others believe or expect. I think you are allowing yourself the space to come into that kind of truth, because this is only your experience, your unique experience of the unfoldment of what is true for you. In the past, the Ace of Pentacles indicates some kind of an opportunity that was available to you, one that you quite possibly manifested that allowed you to start something new. And because it's Pentacles, we associate it with material things, with abundance, with prosperity, with money, but this also relates to your body. In other words, the body is the actual vehicle through which we speak, act, live, love, contribute. And so there may be some activity that has become, that is a new beginning for you, that you've started out as a way of extending your talents into an unknown direction. Uh, Perhaps it's taking a hobby more seriously or taking a talent more seriously by investing in it. And in the future, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and wow, do I see you working hard. I see you really investing not only in improving on qualities that contribute to this gift. That means following the best training, education, instruction available to you, uh, perfecting each lesson carefully, thoroughly, with dedication, and such an involvement in however you are developing this particular gift or talent. You are understanding that this is parallel to your own personal development, becoming a better person. And they go hand in hand. You're experiencing that. You understand that you're moving towards an absolute success, but not before you lose yourself in the devotion, the discipline, the thorough development of this particular craft, talent, skill, community, even. If this reading is resonating for you, Leo, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate you and know that you understand how much help You provide my channel when you do any one of those things. Engage in whatever way is important to you. And for the Ace of Pentacles, I pulled the Moon card and the Ten of Cups. For the past, for the present, the Three of Swords, there's the Hangman, and the Wheel of Fortune. And for the Eight of Pentacles, there is the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Interesting. So there is a highly creative theme here, a highly imaginative, but also very productive theme overall during this particular lunation of the full moon in Sag. However, in the past, the Ace of Pentacles really looks as though you made an investment in some aspect of your experience, talent, gifts, coming from a very, very deep place in you. There's some way in which you, with the assistance of a community, loved ones, friends, those whose knowledge, wisdom you trust, you value, who see your potential in some way, that you've really looked at the ways in which you've been holding your self back from a deeper dive into this particular talent. The success that you may have is so obvious to others that you've actually worked very hard on opening up this portal for yourself. Why would you be talented and not develop it? Particularly if that not only makes you happy, but it makes a whole community happy, your entire family, the community or collective of your associations. You bring joy to the world through the exercise of this gift. And the joy you bring to the world, being a naturally generous person, is what lights you up, what increases your pride, what displays your effort, your energy, and your alignment to what the world needs, to a change that you can affect. And I think this is coming from a space for some of you that don't feel yourself innately activist or political or socially active in that way, but this change is organic. This development, this investment that you are working towards is very organic for you. In the present, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Hangman and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I do feel like you have been meditating, sitting on your experience of love. For some of you, this is absolutely about romantic love. This is about love itself, love affairs, falling in love, that special kind of attachment to a person or an opportunity or a thing that is meaningful, that is altering, chemically altering. It transforms us. It prompts us to our better angels. It feels supported. And you're really understanding and looking at how you have understood this great capacity you have to love in the past, and understanding that in order to grasp the opportunities that are coming around to you, and make no mistake, these are opportunities you are manifesting because you are opening up to a different perspective on what love can be in your life. It's less limited to the mutual or reciprocal feelings of others, as it is a sense of pride and wholeness about who you are and what you can do. And this is as a result of that shift within you, an awareness that you can be more expansive. There's a greater inclusion of what can be loved, what can inspire love, what inspires our creative gifts, our ability to make things. This is the opportunities that are opening up to you as you reconsider and broaden your idea about how love functions not only in your life, but in the world. And in the future, the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This is showing me precisely the depth of your healing around your love history, your relationship history. And this is really the work that you've been doing is prompting you to open up. The practical side of you understands what needs to be done, but it doesn't have the meaning. It doesn't have the totality of experience if you're not opening up your heart. Because after all, when you're creating, you're exposing your heart. You're using your energy to cultivate, create, care for, attend to a feeling of desire within you. And you're opening up to that with a combination of joyful, experimental, playful action, and this way in which you have also matured through a variety of experiences, a variety of relationships that each showed you something different. And that something different was counter to what you may have learned or understood through your conditioning as what love is supposed to be. I think we all have this experience in our lives. Love for you is expressed in a number of ways that you are discovering in this moment through some investment in some aspect of your abilities and talents. So I'm going to clarify with the language of flowers, and I have the pitcher plant, and the key word is insight. The answers are there for those who look. I actually think that you have been doing and are continuing to do a lot of looking, a lot of cultivating and processing the lessons you've learned through a variety of experiences you've had with others. A lot of ways in which expectation has been attached to your love language, to what it is that others have wanted you to be or others have wanted you to do. And this is quite a serious restriction and has, if anything, undermined your sense of confidence in yourself. And so you are freeing yourself from that kind of conundrum and recognizing the more you free yourself from what others expect and what feels right to you, the more opportunities that emerge for you. So thank you so much, Leo, for this wonderful reading. Until next time, namaste.